real reason I used them, but fine. Thankfully, yet another feature that needed to change. I did also find bike racing minigame. Well, I say bike race, but it's more of a bike time trial where you have to hit these checkpoints to gain more time. After the race, they tell you back to the start, or they don't. All right, I guess I have to bike back myself. Please give me the option. I found a yamper in one of the new wild areas with a yellow aura surrounding it. I was wondering exactly what that meant. I assumed it meant you had the ability or something, but I looked it up, and apparently it just means they have better IDs alongside a higher level, or maybe even some egg moves, which you usually only get from crossbreeding Pokemon with the same move. Soon enough, we make it to the Hammerlock and to the mansions our badges. Pete comes along with our Hop. He kills him. Hammerlock, the city of many sights and sounds. Look at that incredible ancient castle. Such a historical, magnificent building to explore. It has a single room inside. The vast array of shops will keep you busy for hours on end. There are three. Such a magnificent city deserves its fair share of people, with many littering the streets. Look, you know where I'm going with this. It's like every other town of the game, alright? So far from what I've noticed, these bigger cities, they've just got a larger area, but they really won't have anything to compensate for it, just longer streets and roads. What we learn here in Hammerlock is that Pete was not only endorsed by the chairman, but is also working for him. Looks like the chairman has a problem which he needs wishing stars and a powerful trainer for. Pete expresses how he was able to be hot in a battle. I mean, what can you do? The guy's got a sheep. And how he's able to defeat the champion. The chairman's all like, that's the spirit. And then he talks directly to me, saying something about Dynamax or whatever. My Elgato was getting pretty bored, so it skipped over it. But despite the skipping, I'd like to witness a miracle that happened in this town. So I went over to the battle cafe, and the dude offered me a battle. And, I accept, and I want you to remember at this point in my Pokemon, a pretty decent level. All of them are around level 28. Not bad, right? Well, this guy's been grinding his ass off because he's got his at 37. I thought I was definitely losing some Pokemon here. Just Eating took a fucking blow and a half, but somehow I got out of it alive. Thanks to both of his Pokemon being the fairy type and Neon and 2 steel type. We find the chairman again inside the dragon type gym, which we can't access yet because of course it's the last gym. Heavens forbid they put the dragons early on in the game. That would be different. And he gives us this easy to understand. Thanks very much. We actually run into Leon here, although he doesn't really do anything. Well, he just tells us Hop's feeling depressed. Also, we go see right hard the dragon type gym leader, so we go in and do this match, finding him at the museum. He then tells us to head up to the top floor to see if he can take us. So, yeah, she tells us a little bit more about the darkest day or whatever. They're doing 2 heroes, not one. Oh, I wonder what that's different. And she gives us bitch. Back downstairs we go, and Raihan tells us which round to go next. Is it just me, or is Pokemon getting really fucking late? And it's always been pretty simple. You go to each gym in order, although in some games you can come back to it later. But ever since, I guess, Gen 5, not only Gen 5 was this year, at least they let you explore big open areas and discover things yourself. Even if the map was just a big circle, I guess I really noticed it in Sun and Moon. I mean, the routes stopped feeling open and explorative, more like corridors, little nooks to find a Pokemon or something every now and again. It feels like that here too, and you don't get anything like the desert from Black and White, or the open seas from Hoenn, or any puzzles you gotta solve for progress, like how to get strength in Emerald, or when you have to break the rocks in the Wisdom Tunnel. I mean, I remember in Pokemon Pearl where I got stuck when I didn't bother listening to where Team Galactic was heading to next. I mean, they were going to a hideout in a town or something like that. Now, I'm not saying make the next destination shown in the text box and then never mention it again so the play gets stuck. In Pearl, the region had so many places to go and things to do, it would take ages to find what you're supposed to be doing. But I feel that even if they did do that here, even if I skipped every text box and didn't read a word of the story, it wouldn't matter. They railroad you down each segment like you're playing Pokemon Snap. A good example of this hand-holding is back in Motorstoke when we were first checking out the fire gym for the opening ceremony. Once you exit the building, an employee is there waiting for you to tell you to follow him to the inn. Then you walk for like 5 seconds to the left and then puts you in an automatic cutscene to show you exactly where the inn is, which is directly left of the gym anyway. And then when the cutscene ends, it puts you right in front of the doors just to make sure you know exactly where to go. It's insulting. Kids don't need as much direction. Let alone me. Speaking of linear, you thought Black and White's route design was linear and boring because it's a good circuit? Well, Sword and Shield is here to improve. How about 2 smaller circles? One set of here stands, a wild area is a wide open place for exploration. It's really not. It's the equivalent of someone opening up units for the first time and making their first map for an RPG. It's bland, it doesn't have anything to find in it other than a few items, it looks hideous, it's a chore to get around, and it doesn't look even remotely like Pokemon. Even in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, your base was a sharp ego hit. I mean, where's the unique landscape here? Where's the classic Pokemon style? It looks so fucking boring. And there's no content here other than the Dynamax raids, and the Gigantamax raids are pointless thanks to the ban and the online battles. Because you sure as hell ain't fighting a Gigantamax Pokemon before you get to the end game. Most of your time here in the wild areas is biking around to the next great battle, failing them because the NPCs keep throwing out garbage. So
No, not
you're out to shallow and letting out in the wild areas in being lifeless. Reminds me of Final Fantasy 13, to be honest, where the game was just always for a good 15 hours, and when it finally switched it up, we retreated to a big empty field. Round 6 is the next stop, where Team Yell niggas are hanging around. They're just trying to stop gym challenges from reaching the next town, but they're doing it in a way that lets them stay covert, I guess. They're saying they're helping a Scylla Cobra. Oh, Rox, what is that? It looks like someone took a diarrhea dump and spunked on it. Who designed this thing? Pop comes along to see what the big hubbub is about, and we get the choice to... I didn't say that. Why doesn't it give me the option to say real battle, but together? Oh. It's because we have to make Hop sad and progress the character arc to try oh so hard together. Right. So now not only is my character a blank slate of smiles, now they're also an asshole. So we fight them alone. Wow, really makes me feel like Hop's my rival. Or if something good does come out of it. Abomination with the vote. Was it for some reason that Team Yell's Lanoon, baby doll eyes? What were those baby doll eyes? Well, anyway, we beat the second Team Yell member and that's that. Still waiting for them to do something substantial. Even Team Snow took over a town at one point. Or are they just going to keep them as kind of bullies? Gary or Blue, or whatever you call him, is a bigger jerk than any of these Team Yell members. Let's go. Fucking pussy. Hop then mentions how being trash talking so hard he can't depressed. I mean, Hop, you're fighting gym leaders and winning. I don't think strength is really an issue here. How strong do you think gym leaders even are? Do you think they're weak? This guy couldn't even get the water back. You're concerned with a guy wearing a jacket? It's intimidating, actually. He saved all this while turned away from the camera, and so I couldn't help but just imagine the default empty face on the other side. But he turns around and runs off with his mouth open and eyes closed. It's really sad. Hopeful the fairy type gym leader that shows up too to give us a trainer card. He just walks off slowly. Oh, let's start the first battle. Oh my god, she's beautiful. Dang, she's going to blow. That's why they call her beauty. Man, how does Game Freak always manage to create such a thrilling NPC design? It's not just pretty woman. I mean, generally just nice art and models for the NPC trainers. There's a ton of them, but most of them look really, really good. I'm never disappointed in their design. Personally, I really enjoyed the D6 way of handling the start of battles. It's just a bit of artwork, but to me it's a lot nicer to look at compared to a 3D model. I do hope one day we get another 2D Pokemon game. I honestly don't think the series is really big at all. If the Pokemon series is going to switch to English, at least switch to nice illustrations instead of the lifeless models. And look at these amazing artwork from X and Y and Ruby Alpha Sapphire. There's so much personality and charm in these weird pictures. It just isn't something like Sun and Moon or Sword and Shield battle intro. Especially Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I mean, X and Y are great. There's so much character in these games. I would say that the Gym Leaders this time around is pretty strong, both design and character-wise. I've only put 3 so far in this review at least, but each one has had a distinct personality and design. Much as it's got the same thing. However, I don't think any game can top X and Y's mechanical. Remember, like, design with the one this guy from the enemy is kind of hang on these what girls? What girls? I don't do that. I don't do that. God, that's what it is. Fear girl. What's the head? I can play it well. So much black and white like
it does not work for you.
Now this rap is something absolutely insane. A brand new thing I've never seen in Pokemon before. Gladys. I mean, this is what the hard side is. Gladys do, however, has something incredibly insane. That's right, they have the power to freeze time itself. Of course, it's the dangerous way of stopping trains of Pokemon from battling you while you're on a ladder. I think. Just get another broken mechanic that takes my immersion, throws it in the dummy, and flushes it down. Brown grass, it still looks like a wasteland here. You know, this place is. That's right, a motherfucking berry tree, just shove it in here. Who cares that it's bright green with colorful juice and brutal over it, making it stick out like a sore thumb? A different kind of berry bush with extra effort. This is the only time you can find one fight inside I kind of I'll be using those little pop-ups to do these rattles, and I think that this one, that one that I walked in, well, I didn't do it, try. But hey, that's just another quirk to add to the list, I guess. Oh, I almost forgot. I didn't actually bother changing the Pokemon about 6 or running into one for that matter. But also, I'll talk a bit more about that later. Oh, I just didn't realize it.
I know what you're doing. Lord,
No, that's gross, dude. He's also got a top soul, but
I'll cut you up.
and finally his starter, which is odd. I would have thought he'd be I tried switching my tuner in and out to max out there, but it's doing every max up. What now? He didn't switch out anything at all. In fact, no one in this game ever switches out any of their Pokemon in battle. I didn't see a single time anyone ever did anything along those lines. It's like the other Pokemon switch out that literally can't hit you with anything. It's ridiculously easy because of anyway, he runs off, but nobody gives him a fucking hit. No words, not mine. All he did is no, I want to check out the surrounding area. Oh, no, more like a roadblock. I swear, the only reason I did this is progress. Hey guys, you have the same performance as a couple of rocks a few games ago. I also checked out this mural of artwork from the down the bottom, almost like something from I'm sure that won't tie into anything later, which I can gripe about. But now let's get this gym underway. Now this one's a ghost type gym. The last ghost gym I ever was back in Half Oak City. It's a flashlight to get around. I wonder what sort of gimmick this one. I mean, yeah, I think. Oh God, what was it? Here we go. We're up against Alistair. Oh, I love it. Alistair is with the shield. Sword you get people in the fight action. And while I've got you here, can I mention that I think the whole sports arena thing they've got going on in this region is actually really cool. The atmosphere here alone makes the very best stage to give fights in any of the Pokemon games fantastic. Crowd cheering after Pokemon fans and the rising music of the gym leader's last Pokemon to sing out. It's just great. After the crowd starts singing, it's not that. Anyway, I was here judging. Holy crap! Jesus, I didn't expect Gengar to get another form, but hey, I guess I can say that the Charizard will be out. Unfortunately, despite this, he wasn't much of a challenge. Ever since their abilities have been a lot easier than much.
Lord knows, Jesus knows, that's all it counts. Lord knows, the Lord knows, that's all it counts.
Who is responsible for this design? Are you serious? Is this a real Pokemon? I mean, it's not bad. I don't fucking like it. But it goes from a piece of coal with a wheel to a minecart with wheels to this. If I ran into how I wanted it, I think it would be a coal train. But it was wheels. It's like a pantomime of Ultra Megatron and into this. Now it's time to move on to that spooky part. Sonya, go away! So it looks like something's happening up at the Memorial Arch. There's a story up with Brooklyn. Good guy. I know the outside will be going little for you. Also, that's a big beach. Just do what the other games do. We get the big points while the beach is going on. Everybody decides to walk away and hang out and do the counting. Let's be like moving away or something. Wait for the fucking winner of the game.
Come on in here. I'll take it from you.
Wait, go back. Didn't have that people in
Not that anyway. He hasn't been
so he's backing down to the Colorado. That game's with guns out of Colorado. Why was it there for baby? But God damn, the fuck you don't have this thing nitpicking there. This shit happens all the time in this game. You know, did your mama actually congratulate you on becoming the champion before you become the champion? Yeah, they just stuck our line in before the even gave me clickers. Yeah, great stuff there. They wasn't rushed at all. There is only one planet as far as we know where there is life. Yes. Oh, yeah. The human soon arrived, and despite his willingness later on to get into what hundreds of thousands of people have lied for it, he won't allow the Ark Hero to be destroyed. Oh, no, that would be too much. He strips the of his Jim Jones' status, stopping him from being able to. Well, that sucks. There goes my only rival. It gives a stinky feel about smelly old Euro. Looks like ass. Also, nice camera angle, okay? Maybe it would look like it breaks anyway. Yeah, but this girl is there's more law. I know something. I know the fucking dog saved us from the darkest day. Shut the hell up already. I'm a little surprised that the rule fell down, you know, just straight on into analysis mode. Blind babies with no legs can figure this shit out. Why ain't there ever some big mystery? Oh god, I just thought about the baby with no legs. So here we are in this spooky wood. There's some guy here with the blob of floating milk. I think it seems that Pokemon don't actually roam the open world in this area. More so, they stick to the random information pointing out. This is what's right. What's loving? It's already with a man who dares. It's me. It's me. She's there with me. She's my partner. We're the couple. I just knew he was when he spoke, but because he's right. Trailways are amazing because they can carry lots of people and Pokemon at once. Oh shit! Well, I guess a few Pokemon are in the open world. Multiple of them. Well, you got this in Canada, I might as well cancel. Oh god. Well, I'll just put down real quick. Jesus, this guy did a lot of damage. Yeah, this will get him. Pristine is all balls. Pristine, save a bit of HP off him with these weaknesses. This town is lovely. It's beautiful. I mean, not as beautiful as my beauty, but still, it's the best looking town so far. So, it's forward. Much like every other town I've fucking seen. Anyway, it's fantastic. The bright, colourful mustangs, the giant trees. It looks great, really. It's not that wild area in places like this instead of grassy fields. Grassy fields with trees. Grassy fields with lakes. Grassy fields with ruins. Grassy fields with rocks. Grassy fields with the grass is brown. Mine shows up in the fairy tale, yes, it's a least card, and it's really. I actually took a moment to look through a couple of these. Again, they're a little edition. However, I'm sure they're a lot better to look at when you're going to come and find one from free, on the trains, etc. Looks like the gimmick of this gym is that Oak was hoping auditions to see if you can replace her as the fairy type gym leader. You have to answer questions during the fight, and if you get a fight, you can stand up, and if not, a stand be free. The first question was, do you know about fairy type weaknesses? That's all. And I answered yes. Joking aside, they just kind of give you this one. Both these types are super effective in this area. And since I had one of those types, I just played something I hate every Pokemon they drew. Particularly one shot in the head. Anyway, so the first trainer walks off stage. Teleports off stage. Takes out of it. And the second trainer. You are not the second trainer. You just walked up the stage and did that on again. Don't try to trick me. Game trick. At least make a male gym trainer model. You don't do the rest of the gyms. The last person to the exact same model again, I swear to God. And now she's pissed I answered her other question about the first lady's name as well. What do I eat for breakfast every morning? How the hell would I know that? I might have been some stupid with things spelled there, but not a problem. Shocking and skill back, so the dying is just God of War.
Yeah, but now
the God of War is just fire.
and now
In what world does God of War no mystical fire? Trouble, get him! Oh, for once, I actually had these strategies. I see that abomination to use light screen, so a stick with technically really damage, including physical fire. She didn't make the prototype talk about it.
no.
Dumbass AI. Well, I want to leave now, because something was kind of my trick out there. I'm worried about the fireside moves, and more than half my team is weak to it, so I don't really get skill or poison moves to take down Open, so I'll just
Please take it out. Please take it out.
Every other Pokemon game, you can just leave before the
What?
Are you kidding me? Well, this game is getting tougher after all. Wait, so I live. Back to the wild area I live. And in my track, Bolton Young.
Phew.
John was not the place shocking.
You're thinking that was definitely my.
It's that's right, baby. It's a sizzling heat. Look at that mustache. I'm going to call him Cole. got some great thinking here for accepting its goals right there. So basically, I fought a few more Dynamax racing to level up Token weakness. However, I had to turn off control of vibration first. During them, you might as well be holding your girlfriend's vibrator. Ah, it's not actually a vibrator. I know that for one of those. Sorry. I also bought a Clobber book, which I can say is a very, very good down. Called it Boppo. Those giant hips reminded me of my Forces character. Now, my card was also added to the list, who I called Shutter Creek. I don't know what I call it, Shutter Creek. Oh, that's right, but its color sucked in yellow, but I should have been nice shaded for my curl lines. Look at this! Doesn't this look so much better? I also almost caught this Helioptile, or maybe I was just trying to beat it, I can't really remember. But my NPC team consisted of a Togepi, an Eevee, and that Magikarp. Useless! I get so mad when I think about this bullshit. I know there's people online who say that they don't have any problems with the raid battles because the NPC's trainers scale their level alongside your Pokemon, so, just use a level 100 Pokemon. Dumbass. How the hell am I going to get to level 100 without grinding out high-star raid battles?
No.
I sure as hell ain't able to carve my way through Ordino because they aren't even in the game. I did manage to catch the Squirtle though, so that's something, I guess. Bruh. I leveled up my Pokemon with the candies I got from raids, leading Weepix to evolve into, wow, that's cute as heck. Chumley also finally evolved, that was nice too. And here we are back at the Fairy Stadium. I'm just glad you didn't have to wait for Opal to walk out here to the middle of the field. My strategy this time is just to spam Calm Mind Raise, Weepix's special attack and special defense. Seeing as it's a fairy type gym, I doubt there's any real physical threats. We throw questions in the middle of this fight? Favorite color? Well, if the answer's not pink, an old lady's going to get strangled today. Alright, lady, you booked yourself a strangler. You know what, though? I could totally green screen these out if I wanted. Ooh, look at the floating nectarine! Fuck! You know what, though? This would actually be funny if I wasn't doing it Nuzlocke. I'll give them credit for that, at least. Once up the wheezy, nice. Now on to... Oh, for shit's sake, really? Another question. How old are you? Oh, for God's sake, I just know this is another trick question. If they already know that I expect that, then when I pick 16, they'll say something like, oh, do I look 16? And then it'll be wrong anyway, so I'm thinking what's probably her actual age. Damn it! They expected me to expect that it would be a trick question, so instead of changing it around the second time, they trick question the trick question. Multi-way trick question. Oh, your morning tea is kicking in, is it? Yeah, so morning tea, that's what it is. The final Pokemon is a cake. Wait, what? I swear to God, if anyone who hates vanilla likes this Pokemon, I'm coming to your house, I'm going to strangle you too.
Oh, 26.
I don't know, man, let's get you.
Only 4 levels away from evolving.
Yeah, this one's wrong. Why do you be pulling a lot of weight this playthrough? Very bad, you
No,
we have not the trainer she was looking forward to take over the gym, but hey, I didn't like I was really trying with my face rock dive, muscly gorilla, and literal beer trap. I wonder if she actually says something different if you're wearing pink clothes and have an ordinary teeth. Probably not. The Daedric Management Program with the mum says strictly that scouting focus is something as low as a chance of that. Heading back to Hammerlock, we run into Jenny. Because we took a flying taxi to Belleville, she's there to see him too, and it's one of the best moments of the game. She goes ballistic, seeing Big Bear in a great pink coat. I always thought it was more of a purple, to be honest, but either way, she takes him under her wing and, well, he pretty much disappears completely until the end of the game. There's nothing really else to do here, so we'll head on to Route 7. No, Sonia, no, yes, the bank collecting is going well, but the game is very easy. Thank you for asking. I appreciate you checking in with me, even if I play it up and annoying. However, I wish you would say something more substantial or interesting. Maybe that's something we could work on. Maybe get to know each other. Maybe go out to dinner. Maybe a date. Maybe start a relationship. Where did that come from? All of a sudden, a big boom is heard that rocks the ground beneath our feet. Something's up. Looks like it's up to us, the talented rising Pokemon League trainer, to check out what's going on, or the champion will do it. What? She's gonna send us away? So far, there hasn't been any overarching story. I thought this might be where it kicks off, but nope, same old, same old. We did want Hop at the entrance to Route 7, though, and have a battle. He sends out yet another team, starting with the Trevenant of all things. The only returning Pokemon being his Drazur. Oh my, what is that slender man-ass, sporty gecko, butt-looking ass? Inteleon. What the hell? They gave him hands, like proper hands. Forget me, I think Inteleon's the king on here. Now that I've seen all the final starter evolutions, I can say that Rillaboom was predictable. Somewhat. Cinderace was underwhelming, and Inteleon, oh my. Why is he so human-shaped? There were some really cool fan evolutions of these three Pokemon, but now that I look at them, most of them look like monsters. Pocket monsters. These final evolutions look so human in comparison. I mean, even to the Gen 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 starters, these look like monsters. The These look like humanoid anthros, and they're not as appealing. Why does Game Freak keep bringing back Charizard, eh? Why does he keep coming back? Why is he so popular? It's his design. He's a fucking dragon. We like monsters. We want to see more. Lulu isn't a sheep, man. He's a cute little ball of wool, and that's great. That's what we like. Why do you think people don't like Mr. Mime Jinx? Why do you think Berserker isn't as good as Persia, design-wise? Some do work. Some really do. Like Impudence Final Evolution. It plays on a troll or whatever. I think it's great. Obsidian is really cool too. But telling me it's gloves and long dildo-esque fingers. I will say that I like the special move. I think that's pretty damn cool. It stops me from outright hating him, but come on, I would have much rather had a cool lizard monster than a lanky-ass spiders. And don't even get me started on Rillaboom. Wacky was looking good for a second there. It's all bad and his testosterone shot through the roof. I'll throw out Shiver.
Oh no!
There's a Galvanico over there in that bush. I think this Pokemon just wherever. Isn't Galvantula like a cave dweller? And doesn't it like to hang out around electric places? I mean, I get it. It's not even cave sort of children. Mines, but it's the horrible cave, maybe? Or swap them out with a Pokemon that makes sense? You can sit Jigglypuff there. No? Anyway, I'm not getting sick of shocking. Bobo, fixing your asshole is intimidating. Anyway, cool to see the Berserker surprising. Go with it. Now, one thing with the bearing trees I don't think I mentioned is that with each shape, the tree will shake back. The faster the shape is, the more likely a Pokemon will drop down.
We don't.
More often than not, it's exploding or it's illusion breathing. He will be down to the breathing. The Bobo will make short work of them. Gotcha! Look at this fucking hell you are. Anyway, here we are on Route 8. This is the only route that's anything really different, being a bunch of ruins. And this lake football is just broken. Alright. This route looks like it has multiple paths and it is small, but in all honesty, it's just as linear as if the other route again. Just instead of being a straight line, it's a white one. After a few minutes of sneaking around other Pokemon, I ran into Flames. I didn't really know what to think of those guys, but after I realized they were a little army of Roman beasts, I really like this Pokemon, man. Its signature move, no retreat, is really cool. It erases all of their stats, but they can't switch out much. There's names of it too. Well, there's Pepper. Well, there's Pepper Barbara. She's got a creepy. It's a dragon that's creepy. Oh yeah, you sort of. They said that Rillaboom's name is derived from really scary man who looks like he wants to hurt you. And the word true. Oh, girl. Well, gold grills. Well, we're at the end of the round now, and after one last double battle with a couple of gyms, we picked is evolving. I mean, I like it the way she reviews. Oh, no, it's a heart. It actually took me a while to realize that, no, those curves aren't just his voluptuous body. In fact, Miss Pixie's body is very small. You can actually see the arms up there. It's especially noticeable in the double next door. Though, to be honest, they look kind of naked. Like a God of War can make a green sit there. You have to look up God of War and Google it and I'm sure I have it. Right? I really wish I could do this. The curves all over weaknesses and factors, yeah. That's right, she's bayoneted. Alright, so what's up ahead? And it's round, I suppose. This is the area, probably extended a little ways onwards.
And the fan into the team!
What?
He's going.
We're still on the same route. Stop! I love it! I can't catch it for good weapon! No! What the hell? That's a loss. I'm calling the police. Police station. Pokemon Sword and Shield. Well, that's my favorite game. What can I do for you? Oh, okay, but about continue on, I just go, you can look at it too excited. You know, I've been debating on where exactly I'm going to start talking about the entire region's new Pokemon. I thought I'd do them all at the end and get them all done in one big swoop. But I was just thinking, maybe I'll spread them out a wee bit, make it a new sequence. Radical Soda's Awesome Pokemon Evaluation. Or if we shorten that to an acronym. No, Radical Soda's Pokemon Review. It's Radical Soda's Pokemon Review. It's not awesome, it's not amazing, just a regular review. Let's get started with Groovy. We'll do a couple of these guys to start off with. I've already said that I like Groovy well enough. He's not a favorite, but he's trying to bad. I thought Wacky looked good. I don't understand why people don't like him. The colors, I thought they were great. Every time I'm walking alone at night, I look over my shoulder and think there's Rillaboom is sneaking up behind me. School Bunny is really cute. I like him a lot, but everyone thinks that, and I can't be the same as everyone else, silly. Again, I really like his animation where he runs up to a tank. Why can't all Pokemon do that? Radboot sucks big time. Don't like him at all. Don't like his hair, don't like his colors, don't even like his weird clothes. Why did they give him clothes? Cinderace is, well, he's fine. Underwhelming, but fine. I had a problem with this boy the moment I laid eyes on him. God darn it, someone, why don't he so big? I've already expressed my distaste for Inteleon despite his stupid move. He just looks too human, it's wrong. Even Pokemon based on humans look like human than him. Flip up fucking sucks. Fuck you, Flipbug. Dolphin's got weird eyes and a weird shaped body. He's fine for what he is and he serves his function well enough, but was it really necessary to have it take so long for him to evolve into Orbeetle? Speaking of, he's fine. Fine. A lot of people think Squirtle is really cute. I am not one of those people. The cheeks throw me off. What are you hiding it there? Is it the rest of the game? Can I have it? Fuck you, Greener. Give me back my Boppo. Oh, wait a minute. It was Beepo the rest of the time, wasn't it? Liquid is a favorite of mine this generation. I love his little tail sweep to brush away his paw prints from the ceiling and crunch is lovely. What did they do to you? My poor boy. And that was it for Red Episode's Pokemon review. Get us next time in like 5 minutes. Chichester, I think. Chichester, the town of ice and snow. Have I mentioned yet that you never get the running shoes? I haven't ever. You just start off running, and if you want to walk, you just slightly tilt the analog stick. I should have really put this at the start of the video. Who gives a fuck? Am I right? Comedy. It's just a little more comedy in it. What a hilarious comedic sentence. Anyway, Chichester. That's a Darumaka. I probably butchered their fucking name. Darumaka. Chichester. The sea. Oh yeah, I forgot when I finally took my Pokemon. Wait, I called one of them Bum Jumble? Completely forgot. Fucking Bum Jumble. Chichester's hot balls and shit. Who cares? Let's just check out his restaurant. I decided to check out Route 9 below. Oh, look who it is. I wrote King Skull in here. So we head up to the gym where Hop is waiting for us. He lost. Great rival, guys. Just call him a bloody friend. None of us rival bullshit. I've never felt that Hop's been a rival once. He's always one step behind us, even when he's finished something ahead of us. He's constantly downing himself, constantly falling behind it. He specifically chose to start a week to ours. And of course, speaking of starters, Leon got the score buddies. Does that mean he's going to have Cinderace and Charizard? That's 2 fire types. That'll make this fight a bit easier, won't it? Stealth rocks ahoy. Now, before I challenge him, I wanted to go around the wild area again to see if anything can change. It won't blow me down. Here's a Gigantamax Corviknight. I didn't know it was a Gigantamax Corviknight, as I had seen the regular Corviknight, so, well, I mean, I couldn't have caught it anyway because I'm doing a Nuzlocke. Oh, just this rock! Whoa! Oh, wait, no, there he goes using Cosmic Power again. And he's beaten. Alright. So, the Ice Gym. Let me explain this one a bit more in depth because it's a little confusing. It sucks. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You have to use the vibration in the controller to take cracks in the floor, but I was too lazy to actually turn it back on, so I just looked at the video whole The traps get a bit more confusing as the gym goes on, but by the end it's just easier to wing it and slam yourself down into the traps rather than trying to work it out to get it faster. I feel like the first couple of gyms, barring the water gym, actually had some semi-interesting gimmicks. The woo-woo herding, the competitive double battles, the pinball. But as the game goes on, the challenges are getting worse and worse. I feel like they will run. The theory gym is literally just a set of 3 battles with some questions thrown in, and the ice gym is bland and boring as all hell. Don't even get started on Dark type gym. We'll get there alright. And somehow, the Dragon type gym, the final gym. Well, we'll get to that too, but holy shit. Anyway, on to the gym with the hair. Holy, who is that? If I think thick, then she's giga thick. Melody, as in like, am I reading into this wrong? Did they know exactly what they were doing here? With a small tray, with the giga thick goddess Melody. May she fill your hearts and YouTube thumbnails with her thick thighs and ample bosoms. But seriously though, this is what Shield's a better version. I mean, fuck me. She ain't got no energy. We do get to see Galarian Darmanitan as well as the Shin mode yet. However, it's looking a little less Shin and a little more on fire. This must be the first Ice Fire type. We also get to see Ice Cube, who, well, he has an Ice Cube on his head. He has an ability like Mimic Use, although it's a little better as they can activate multiple times. And of course, Gigantamax left. Because why not give another Kanto Pokemon a Gigantamax for fucking Christ? Oh well, anyway, after we one-shot the Lapras. What? Well, that was surprising, alright. As I was saying about the Gigantamax Pokemon, out of all 24 of them, 10 of them are Kanto Pokemon. Actually, apart from Gigantamax Garbodor, the rest are all new Galarian Pokemon. There is a total of 1 non-Kanto or Galarian Gigantamax form. What the fuck? Hi, Rob from the future here, after learning things from Cerebi. Apparently Melmetal will also have a Gigantamax form. And, I mean, that's fine and all. Like, it doesn't really... I mean, what generation is Melmetal from? I really don't know. From Pokemon Go, isn't it? I guess I should also mention that out of the 19 Galarian Pokemon, including your evolution, 9 of them are also from Kanto. That's almost half of them. Who the fuck asked for another Mr. Mime? Although I want to point out, and this is an entirely different subject, the game actually removed Pokemon moves this game. And not just moves that no Pokemon can use because they aren't in the game. Oh no! Moves like, I don't know, what's a Pokemon seems just no one in the game. And like Dark Boy isn't in the game, so, you know, why even bother programming in the moves, right? Makes sense. But they left out moves for Pokemon that are still in the game. Why the hell can't Esper Queen learn heal order anymore? She still has defense order and attack order. Why don't they just take out one of her signature moves? But it's not just a few odd moves here and there. Oh no! It's 144 moves! Moves like Double Slap, and then there's Clefairy and Clefable, so I guess they don't learn that move anymore. Like Jump Kick, Dragon Rage, Sonic Boom, Bubble, fucking Bubble! Now granted, a lot of these moves are the Z moves from last generation, but there's still a hefty amount here, a surprising amount. Well, I got a gym badge. I suppose all I can do now is head down to Route 9 unintruded and progress on to the next town. Maybe battle a couple of Team Skull members along the way, or Team Skull again, and you already know that that's not going to happen, don't you? Hey, Sonia, didn't expect you to be here! Sonia wants us to meet in to celebrate our win against Melanie, the Vivacious Enchantress. But there just so happens to be something very interesting on the wall here. Because of course there is. Nothing like plot convenience wherever we go. I decided to pick the funniest dialogue option here. I'm just sick of the same thing about the doctor's day over and over.
Thanks.
Damn it, okay, that's good. That's bloody funny. I actually chuckled when I saw this. Whoever wrote that, fucking good on you. Actually the best moment of the game right there. Oddly enough, you can't actually buy anything here. I was expecting at least to be able to purchase something with cards, but I guess not. Instead, exiting the restaurant will bring you another cutscene, and Hopper actually wants to battle this time. Hooray! No longer will I just be beating up a depressed 10-year-old. Now he's getting his arm kicked willingly. And there he is! Woo-woo is back. And, oh, but Dog Wolf. How managed to evolve more simultaneously abandoning him in a monster beyond me, but he's finally back. Also, we know he can't fall when he's back out in the wilderness. Come on! I'll switch and full inch to deal with this thing. Find you nothing, I'll eat. Dynamite, special move! No retreat! Oh my god, I should not have done that. Well, the voice is pretty strong. I could probably take out all the hop Pokemon with it. Right? Oh, jeez, I'm screwed, man. Scary things, yes. Keep using that. Hold on! Shit! Okay, who's next? Snorlax, I can beat that. Okay, not bad. Just 2 more. Inteleon. Slanky, Thin Eye, but I can knock him out just fine. Oh no, that does a lot of damage, doesn't it? Oh god, he's just gonna keep using Smash Shot, isn't he? He really isn't quitting. Doesn't want to change his strategy at all? I'm literally waiting for this male to kill Inteleon while I waste my potions here. Guess I'm supposed to wait for his PP to run out? How much PP could he have? 15? 15? God, don't tell me it's over 15. Jesus Christ, he must be getting low by now. Oh, thank God. Oh, why did he do so much damage? And again, is this game trying to stop me from winning? You undead bastard! Stop doing more damage than before. Okay, 1 critical hit, 9 done for. Yes, he's finally.
Shut up and do your job. Get out of there. Get out of there.
Son of a bitch! I knew it! Knocked down from a hail. Jesus Christ, man! I don't even want to know what his last Pokemon is. But he's just really beautified. What do you mean it's good? It wasn't a leader for a joke or anything. Oh, there we go. Variants. Remind me to leave no retreat as soon as possible. So you shut up. There was not a right proper battle. What you witnessed was Spam City. Alright, dude, I just stock up again. And while I stock up, we might as well start another Radical Soda's Pokemon review. Last night we ended on something I hated, this time it's done on something I love. Zig Zagoon is now a KISS band member and it's great. Love the colors with the people ability, which I have. Balloon is looking real shifty with their tongue hanging out over there. Still really like the remix design. Looks funny. Obstagoon is a good Pokemon too. I wasn't really sure what to think of it, getting up on a tight ledge, but I think it works overall. No real problems there with me. Wooloo. It's fucking Wooloo. What can I say here? It's adorable. Double. I mean, he's fine. I just don't know why they gave him a great beard. I think he'd be either black or white when I look at it. The spots throw me off a bit too. I don't care either way. I don't like the Chuto. I don't like the head shape, don't like his horn, I don't like how he's constantly in a bad mood. Cheer up, you twat. However, I think Dreadnought is alright. I'm not a huge fan, but I like the snapping turtle inspiration and how they turn the 60 into a good trap. That's not this. Listen, I love Corvus. God, man, I love him so much. But Panther, he rubs me the wrong way, man. The green eyes are kind of creepy. He's got weird bits of green all over. His tail is just a generic lightning bolt, but not a fan at all. At least so, Bolton. As soon as I get to the dog, I just slap some electric pictures on him. At least Electric and Electric looks legitimately like electric type Pokemon. At most, these two could be normal electric. Oh, I've got a Fleur. It's fine. No strong feelings one way or the other. Same with Eldegoss. I get the inspiration, just not my type of Pokemon. Next up is Sizzlipede, and you already know that I love this little guy. I love the colors, love the mustache, and when he evolves, he looks even better. What a fantastic Pokemon type. Robocooley started off alright for Region's generic rock type. I like how it gets around on a single wheel, but when it evolves into Caracol, what happened to its face? I can live with the rest, but Robocooley's ivy was the best thing about it. This is just creepy. Don't even get it started on Coal Lossel. It doesn't even seem to get into the other two, other than the fact that it's holding coal on its back. And even then, it just looks like it was shoved on top afterwards. I hate this design. It was lazy, and I wish the Pokemon was straight instead. Harapuda is this region's common fish Pokemon, and it's pretty fun looking. I like it quite a bit. Barraskewda, on the other hand, not so much. The rotating tail thing is a neat idea, but his face is kind of creepy, and the swirl coming from each of his mouth with either those old tiny mustaches that balloon shape, although they're fine. Either or not. Meowth didn't need to be a region. He looks distinct enough to be his own Pokemon, and that coin thing just doesn't suit him anymore. But while I think Meowth looks fine, I really don't like Berserker. Don't get me wrong, he's strong. I keep him in my Tigrayan head. I just don't like the design. I was hoping it evolved into something else after Berserker, but no. And that's all for now. Join us next time for whatever the hell this is. So next I actually went against my natural extension, went inside one of the non-necessary Pokemon and decided to check out a single room. Surprise, surprise, something actually happened. Looks like this detective with the same model as every other man model, and he's trying to figure out who ate all these apples and berries. They're definitely berries. Hi there, Rob here from another alternate timeline where I actually looked at these berries and didn't stop writing the script and simply saying, wow, those look like apples. Because I started to realize that those don't look like any of the berries in Pokemon either. And on further inspection, after looking through every single berry available in Pokemon from every region, they don't look like any of them. They don't look like any berry at all. Game Freak couldn't even be bothered creating alternate models for different berries. Instead, they just look like big plastic balls coming from the tree. But despite that, these berries have a specific model? I don't think so. I'm starting to suspect that these so-called berries have been taken from another Game Freak game and shoved inside. And if not, then why couldn't they have modeled some actual berries from the actual game? How hard could that have been? So it looks like it's up to us to figure out who's done it. Fine. A good old-fashioned Pokemon puzzle. I speak according to the people that doesn't know I can puzzle. This gets Pokemon at the end, doesn't it? Yep, juices around its mouth. Well, at least it's a fun little distraction. Nothing wrong with that. It's a way of getting a wide range item. You know, make fun. If you complete your Pokédex, I'm sure you'll feel a great sense of accomplishment. Oh yeah, I'm sure I'll get a great sense of pride and accomplishment for that. For I would if the Pokédex wasn't ripped in half. As a reminder to those out there who want to say that you couldn't actually catch every Pokemon and all the other singular Pokemon games out there, you are correct, you are completely right. You have to trade it other Pokemon from previous generations or other generations for those games in order to complete them games. But you know, at least those Pokemon were actually totally into the game. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I appreciate that the regional games is a lot bigger this time around, and Sword and Shield, but the reason why in previous Pokemon games they could get away with hitting the region being so slow is because you could just go onto the GPS and take any Pokemon from any of the same generation games or transfer them from previous games. For example, if I wanted a Kyogre, I could simply trade it from my G3 Emerald game in my slot of my King of Use, and there it is. Or if I want Ho-Oh or Lugia, I could just trade it from Hako or Silver. I can use GPS if I want to easily get any of the Pokemon that I can buy any of the other games for DLC for that game. Speaking about DLC for a second, I've seen a lot of people say that the National Games Crisis thing is just an annoyance. Is fixed now because they've added in the old Pokemon with the DLC. That's not true. There's still going to be about 200 Pokemon still missing. So to those saying that, I don't know where it's coming from. You'll still be Pokemon like not that probably fucking low funding still going. I don't know. I don't know if there's a low funding. But back down to Route 9 we go. And, you know how it goes. King Yellow's trying to stop people progress into the route. The fight food is there. We fight food well, upgrade our bike, yada yada yada. And now we can fight from water. All like this. Now here's something I actually forgot about, but this fight specifically reminded me about it. Do you see anything wrong here? No, you probably don't actually. Okay, what if I do this? Yeah, that's all empty space up there. Back when our Pokemon were evolved, the camera angle was lower to the ground and our Pokemon took up a good amount of space. Now, most of the screen is picking up with the background. Look how tiny my Pokemon is here. Other Pokemon actually have it far worse. I don't understand why it's like this, and it persists throughout the entire game. I think they did this so you could see Pokemon that fly properly, but why wouldn't they just lower the camera for Pokemon that don't play? Or maybe change some of the Pokemon that don't play often and make them stand on the ground again like the previous generation. Charizard looks stupid constantly flapping his wings. Salamence? He's not even in this game. Tropius? Oh, he's not here either, but you know, Zazu? A Pokemon in the actual game, it looks silly as heck just hovering there. Put him back on the ground. And that would have both created you and a measuring until there's those game freaks and demophobia thing. The only reason all these Pokemon are flying anyway is because of the flying battles in X and Y, and they've got rid of those in each game. Kind of funny looking Pokemon over there. Oh, I think it's Pokemon evolution. Oh, I don't like that now. Oh, no. I thought it had a weak W mount there, but oh, that line there. Oh, okay. I didn't catch it though. Called it Grumpo. So, Route 9. Route 9 stinks. It's the most boring, bland, unappealing route in the entire game. With Pokemon Sword and Shield's paper route design that being shallow, this overly large path is nothing more than a slog. There are trainers scattered here and there. How they got everything on me is a hint of a joke with people sunbathing in the snow, and then they get to joke around England always has crappy weather even in the summer. It's not funny, but I'm sure. People see Stoke as just foggy and raining. The trainers in general just have water type Pokemon like Wishy Washy or Whale.
Where's your daddy going to?
Whale Lord. Are we serious to go with this?
Where's your daddy going?
No, you.
You didn't tell me.
The biggest Pokemon ever conceived is represented as being the size
Yeah,
of
mate.
the fucking Dynamax version is supposed to do with exercise as a normal model. Why are Pokemon being scaled correctly in the overworld if they're just going to be shrunken down in battles? Let's go Pikachu and Eevee did this right. What's the excuse here? Pathetic. Just pathetic. Distant Kingdom has done a great video on this. I mean, look at all the other versions of Whale Lord and Cold Soul games. Now on Sword and Shield. Forget why he's not properly scaled. At least make him bigger than the rest. Right now he's smaller than my goddamn creepy ass Feraligatr. Just another friendly reminder that Pokemon is the highest grossing media franchise in the world. No excuse, no fucking excuse. Hey, what are you doing wearing that out in the snow? Your toes are gonna go blue. You don't already have hypothermia. Someone get that woman a jacket. Okay, now forget the desert berry, please. This is the worst place berry tree in the game. It's fucking snowing. There are no other trees anywhere to be seen. The ground will be all salty thanks to the seawater here, if it is seawater, and it's growing on sand. I farted. But down below this, you can reach outer spike mud. Look at all these sub-areas. There's a nightmare for a Nuzlocke. You make it to the town, but unfortunately the gate is down, and none of these people can get in. All four of them. If there aren't many people living in spike mud, because we should store them in gym calendars. The Marnie's here too, calling us over from the book. We head on over and isn't it? Why doesn't anyone just go around the shutter to see if there's any other entrances to the town? Actually, how can they block off the entrance to a town with a single shutter? What sort of town only has a singular entrance? So Marty wants to battle us, but I need to heal up my Pokemon so it's fine for now. Whoa! Don't fucking move me into the path of the giant monster jellyfish game! Actually, why did it move me anyway? That's the sort of shit I'd do in RPG Maker or something to make sure my character was in the right position for the next scene. Here it just looks really janky. Just make the barrier this line here, and then when you define the battle, just have your player take a single step backwards instead of going to this one very specific spot. So the reason why Marnie wants to battle us is, apparently she's my rival. What? When was she my rival? I've already got Hop and B. This is just turning into X and Y faster and faster. After the battle, which of course had a theme plan, well, we thought it's a good theme, not as good as Beads, but good. I just feel like it doesn't really reflect her as a character. To be honest, I don't think she reflects her as a character. From a first glance, I see several different traits of the punk-style hair mixed with the curly bangs and ribbons, the studded leather jacket over the pink dress, the more serious expression she carries. All these physical features point to a character that she just isn't. From her design, I expected her to be a tough, rude, blunt, maybe even a little spoiled girl. But what we get is a generic, underdeveloped, boring rival with little sass or spark. Maybe if you did the voice acting, we'd be able to get a much better read on the character. What I'm basically trying to say is that the visual design does not represent the way that she actually acts. We prefer as a boring, forgettable character. Better than it shows us how to get into the town. And, well, it looks grungy. That's pretty cool for a Pokemon game. I'm actually excited to explore it. It looks like this is the town where Team Yell hails from. They're all around the place, even in the Pokemon Center. Wait, hang on. I'm in the gym. This town is a gym? And the gym trainers are Team Yell?
Stay! Stay!
It's almost like
Stay away from me! Stay!
Gym leader, because
Please!
the gym leader is Marnie's brother, and Team Yell is trying to help Marnie win because they're the gym trainers. I'm embarrassed to say I actually didn't figure that out until I got here, because I was sort of on autopilot for most of the game. Speaking of Team Yell, the primary colors of the game are magenta and cyan. Why the hell isn't Team Yell yellow? You wouldn't have been able to keep the identity of them a secret too, right? Pokemon Gum is going to be yellow, mark my words. Actually, they're probably going to go for the most popular and release 2 versions again with almost no differences. Pokemon Sword 2 and Shield 2 ahoy, folks. Just a reminder, again, I have seen the DLC footage. Just wanted to keep
Please!
those in, and I think it's important to keep those in. And it does reflect on anyway, this town sucks. And the gym sucks. It all sucks. The starting section with the Poké Center is about the size of a bedroom, and the gym's a straight line. There are Mr. Mines blocking the way. It's a fucking dark-type gym. You're not going to have like an obstacle stopping you from progressing. I'm Mr. Mine. It's not even this region's Mr. Mine. That one is blue. Well, so when it starts to run off, it does like its idle pose and then transitions into a run. It gave me to animate a front flip animation for Team Yell, but not being actually landed. That could have been funny, but
Stop it!
whatever. Near the end of the gym at Team Yell, there's a big spot on the full cost for healing to be a gym trainer. But I mean, you already figured it out. So after Marnie sees that Team Yell has locked down the city. City? Are you kidding me? I'd love to run around in a huge spike buff city, but all we get is a straight line. But then, this isn't a city. This is a 2.5 city. And everyone knows that if you make the transition to 2.5, you're being fucking lazy. I've seen some people compare this city to the old beat-em-up fighters like Streets of Rage or Golden Axe, that sort of thing. But I didn't get that impression at all. Personally, that would make more sense in a fighting type game. But if that's what Game Freak was going for, it was severely underutilized. Sometimes I just straight up forget that it would be more than possible for Game Freak to just add extra mechanics for a single area. Shit, they already did it for every other gym, basically. Do something interesting here. Just to pick up a crowbar and smash someone over the head with it. Anyway, here's the gym leader. They've got a crowd. Ooh, what? It's not even singing. Fucking, I've seen it before, but it bears repeating again. There has already been a punk-style gym with a singer, and she actually sung with real words. This is just awkward. Anyway, this is the stadium for the Dark Gym. It's not actually a stadium, just a small area. I guess Spike Month didn't have the funding for one. It seems weird to have a huge worldwide tournament and not have one of the biggest battles televised like the others. Kind of a dynamic here. Or change I was actually happy about. Finding something different, you know. I like the changes made to this gym. Well, the final area anyway. I actually gave some character. Yes, his character. I love him. The Game Freak must have loved him just as much as me because he comes back later too. He's a good gym leader with real motives and plots. The others are such shallow compared with their mere puddles as opposed to his, well, bathtub. It's still not that complicated, but good for a Pokemon game at least. Now, I said I wouldn't be using No Retreat anymore, but this is the Dark type gym. Fighting type is strong against Dark type, so I think we'll be perfectly fine, okay? Once off the Scrafty, then onto the... Uh-oh. Thankfully, Melima barely does any damage in general, so we're fine. And there we go. Did you notice that Piers has his very own battle theme? It would have been so cool if every gym leader had had one. I mean, Oh well. After the battle, Piers tells Marnie that he's sick of being the gym leader and that he wants her to take over being the champion. After the champion cup, she says no because she's going to become the champion. Good luck with that. Clone will be really far, I'm sure. I guess this is where she's hanging out, much like things do on the shooting cup that the theory got given. Why so many gyms with changing leaders? And wait, shouldn't you like take it up with the chairman or whatever if you want to change leaders? Like, isn't this a regulated thing? Yeah, it's not like Spike Month is even really well on it. For God's sake, they shut up shop just to stop people coming in and the chairman didn't even do shit. Where are the policemen in this world? Were they in fire in and stuff? It feels like nowadays the only police guy is Looker, who weirdly enough doesn't actually appear in this game. He's been popping up since Gen 4, so I found that a bit odd. Actually, hang on, there are policemen. But they hang on shrooms in the middle of a blizzard, remember? So we exit Spike Month and bang, it's story time, baby! A huge explosion has occurred over at Hammerlock and even the champion's here. He runs off to see what's happened and we follow him. The tunnel back to the city is filled with...
Oh, come on, third week!
It seems that a Dynamax Pokemon is rampaging with a red light going on. We exit the tunnel into Route 3 where Hopper's waiting. He tells us that a bunch of wild Pokemon have started Dynamaxing and are rampaging all over the place. Looks like it's up to the two of us to take them down. Oh, good. I mean, hey, get a picture showing us what happened. Are you fucking kidding me? The most interesting thing that's happened so far, and it gets reduced down to a single picture. A fucking picture. If that doesn't sum up the Sword and Shield experience, I don't know what. But for fuck's sake, honestly, what a fucking travesty. The next cutscene is back at Hammerlock and running to Leon and Sony. Oh, right, and the Professor. I thought she was in this game. She says some obvious shit about the Darkest Day, and Sony's surprised by it. Get a prompt to say the same thing twice, including that you'll help out about the Darkest Day, and the Leon will completely shoot you down again. What's the fucking point of asking? A, you're not even going to give me two separate answers, and B, if the answer I get doesn't matter in the slightest. It's how you take control away from the player, much like you took control away from us in almost every other aspect of this fucking game. The final gym! Wow, we've done it really quickly. Like, it took a very long time to get to the first gym, but after that we just kind of blasted through it, really slowing down, at least that's the way I can see it. Anyway, as is per usual with most final gyms, it's a very atmospheric, imposing area where the puzzles actually need a bit of thinking. I'm lying through my teeth, of course I am. It's a single room. A single room where one by one trainers battle. But oh, not just any battles, double battles! Yeah, no, this is the most boring and laziest gym in the entirety of Pokemon. Take a look at Raihan. What sort of a dude does he look like? Wearing hip clothes, a cheeky, confident grin. He takes selfies, for God's sake. Wouldn't you think his gym would be like, I don't know, full of stuff? A social media hub, maybe? A convention-style thing for his fans? I don't fucking know. Making a BDSM chamber where Gudra does unspeakable things to him. Who cares? Anything's better than a single room. It's completely crushed, this whole fucking thing. You cannot tell me that this is what the artists, the area designers, had in mind when thinking of the final gym. No fucking way. In Black and White, they stood on goddamn dragons. That's a good example of the final gym. Even Black and White 2, the calm before the storm, the place was at least pretty, it had a gimmick. Fucking rock. The very first gym ever that had made it work still has more going for it than Sword and Shield's last gym. At least it had some fucking rocks. Anyway, so we battle right on. At this point, I was honestly still flabbergasted by what I just witnessed. As we're switching to trainers, he spikes a double battle, and because he's a dragon type simulator, all we need is a good fairy type and a couple of good games with wings or something. Wait, no, Steel! I forgot Steel! Wheat picks! Way back! Way back! That's really dry. Oh my god! Now, despite me being an idiot and losing the Pokemon here, I just want to point out something. Raihan has 4 Pokemon. 4! A measly 4! In Black and White, the final gym leader! Wait, what? It's 3? He had 3? Shit, even in Black and White 2, Marlin had 3! In X and Y, Wolfric, who the hell is Wolfric? He had 3! Most final gym leaders have only had 4 Pokemon. At most 5, but mostly 4. Now I really feel like this game is just made for kids shit. After we exit the gym, we're shoved into another cutscene with Sonia and Magnum Ice Cream, not sponsored. This cutscene is here so Magnolia can pass on the title of Professor to Sonia. For some reason, can't we have more than one professor in a region? Anyway, as Magnolia says, she's giving Sonia her lab coat, which she puts on. That is not Magnolia's lab coat. Wait, she didn't even... It's not... Didn't even bother creating a model of Magnolia without a coat, did they? Fucking hell. Fucking hell. So I traveled back to the wild area to check out some of the final places I hadn't caught any Pokemon yet, and I found a Q farm. Would have put it on the team, but I already had a Steel type, and I don't like Paparazzi quite as much. Also caught a Dynamax Roselia. I didn't want one, but I figured if my scary Gorilla Man kicked the bucket, I'd at least have another grass type to replace him. Heading back to Hammerlock, once we get to the station, we have to suffer through yet another cutscene where Hopper's now completely back to normal. Wow, what a surprise! Almost like beating the second strongest trainer in the entire region means you're strong and you should stop doubting yourself, you idiot! Have it! Listen, sorry, I thought it was like crazy for a second. Okay, listen in. In the next scene, we hop on a train with Hop, you know that. Wait a minute. They were using the exact same camera angle, train background, movie background, animations, and just basically the whole scene progression from the first train scene. I looked back, and let me shock you for a second. I was wrong. So that's great, right? You're saying that? No, of course not. No. The scene starts with the tapping feet, same animation, camera slightly moved upwards for some reason. Don't ask me. Fuck the camera, so I wouldn't just copy the camera's position quickly. Then it's copying the train this scene. And it's just slightly above like they did before. Same thing background, same environment, moving behind us, yada yada. Oh, it's actually leaning forward. Yeah. Look at that change, huh? High quality animation, if you ask me. Of course, all they did was rotate the description of because it's supposed to be taken before, but hey, that's something. And you might have even noticed something else. Can you guess what it is? Probably not, because I fucking lost it when I saw this going through the footage. She got my character's phone between scenes. Now it's angled a little more downwards, meaning, well, now that not only is it intersecting Hop's phone in his face through it, although, hey, it's a bit hard to tell and see if it's actually piercing through it or not. Yeah, it's probably, they're probably a few centimeters away, but here's what I was thinking. If the phone had changed angles, what else had changed? Well, the game would have had to change angles too in order to still be holding the phone, right? Okay, nope, I didn't think of that, I guess. I know they have to hold their phone anymore, but well, the more power you go, at least they change where a finger slaps, right?
No.
Of course they did it. Golly gee, I sure do like stroking the side of my phone with my finger. That's oh so fun. Fucking Christ. Hell, well, this isn't even a nitpick. The nitpick is saying, oh, this you can see in the background doesn't look I'm not sure. All they had to do was copy and paste the animations from the previous scene, and instead, somehow, they messed up. High quality.
Get away! Stay! Stay!
So here we are.
Stay!
This is my phone here, Fox. Now you see, I feel like I'm going to catch insane. So, I don't know why. And when there's no snow, so it's going to sing. It's last right at snow as well. But hey, what are we here for? Innovation? If we were, we wouldn't be playing this shit. Hey, it's the bike riding.
No.
Oh, wait. No, it's not. They just used a generic trainer for him. I remember that. Why make anyone who isn't a gym leader, rival, professional, or evil team boss you right? Please tell me there's someone else that you because I'm looking through the wiki now, and the only one I can see is the.
Stay away!
I see the artist only battled you once, but his model comes back as an NPC a few times. And I'm not counting these clowns as unique. They're each other with different headers and a huge saturation change in Photoshop. They're so easy to make. Before you got gosh, this hike is really creeping me out. You know what? I think it's time for another round of shoulders. What can you do? I think this work I'm sorry. It's a buttermilk. Creamy. Not a big fan. I am a fan, however, of how creamy. With a bunch of different designs and toppings, I think this Pokemon is there. Ruby everything. In my second playthrough, I've been fortunate enough to find a Milkshake, which I have also used, if I can remember correctly, a strawberry topped yellowish oat cream with typical over. I love it. Mixed up is excellent. I think it's pretty neat. I like fruit Pokemon. What can I say? Flapple was friggin' weird, but at least he's pretty inventive. However, I have no idea how he's flapping those sticks with back his hands. Appleton is a nice one too. I like him quite a bit. The only thing throwing me off is the eyes drooping over the sides of his face. I kind of wish those ears and his eyes popped up when the apple heart grows. No, small nitpick. Farfetch'd gets a pure fighting type Galarian Informant sword. It's a fighting type Farfetch'd. Spike, sure as heck like it a lot more than Surfetch'd. Jesus. It might only beat me out there who thinks this, but Surfetch'd looks too silly to even beat me.
Yeah.
Silly. I honestly can't tell if they were trying to make him look this goofy or not, especially with Farfetch'd and his goofy look over there. Surfetch seems really stiff, kind of standing upright. His weapon's real close. The body hasn't even really changed apart from color-wise. I don't know, I'll be honest, I thought this was literally just Farfetch'd gallery in form to begin with. I don't think he needed the one before this even if I prefer the design. I've already talked about Stunfish. Other than the disappointing moveball and really odd ability, which forces it to change typing in an elemental terrain like misty terrain or grassy terrain, I like him. I like the bear trap design. You can even see where Pokemon have stepped on, although I kind of wish the footprints were around. Might look better. Ghost type Corsola. Really smart design. Did Coral turn into a Pokemon? That's genius. Corsola is cool too, if not a little creepy. And thanks to a video from Lockston and Noggin, I know that now this design stems from the nets that scrape along the bottom of the sea floor. So this is basically decapitated coral. It's its bottom hanging around there. It's a good video, I recommend checking it out. Emperor is a little shit and I don't like it. Don't like the design, his colors. I mean, Sableye is creepy, long lost and covered. And that's really saying something. Have you seen Sableye? I don't feel like this one's designed really suit his Pokemon in any way whatsoever. More Grimmers are more recent with pants. And now I can mention one without pants. Great. Grimmstyle is, weirdly enough, my favorite out of the bunch. I actually think he looks really cool. Don't know why. I just like him. And back to Route 10. Back into the game. Back into the fun. Let's see what it has in store for us. Well, there's boring-ass wild Pokemon littering the area. I don't want a Snover. I want a Pearl, and they are the slowest little buggers. There are some Sneasels and Bearticks, too, but I've had those before as well. Just really want some of the newer Pokemon. I've never seen a flying bear before. You're in! This just will weaken him a little bit. Share cold! Will be missed. Rippin', Pee-Pee, Bonanza Gyms. Holy shit, they followed through. It's the reporter and a cameraman. Back from before, of course, in Emerald, we would have thought them throughout the entire game instead of just in two areas. Actually, to be perfectly honest, I thought these guys even exist. Sometimes you can realize they're the same people. That's who has unique models. These assholes. Looks like their Pokemon are just a bit tougher this time around. Good thing I have my brand new tough as nails Beartick I just got. Come on out, killer. Oh god, killer. And here we are, the final, biggest, most incredible city in all of Galar. It's minuscule. It's got like 4 areas and 3 of them are single buildings. Yep. I was excited to see the largest city in all of Galar based on London, of all places. I mean, a black and white can create Castelia based on New York City. Mix and white can create a giant round Rubio City based on Paris. And surely, Sword and Shield can give us something of at least equal value. I'm done setting myself up for this. Hey, the city sucks. It's got one thing next to you being the Battle Tower, which is essentially the Battle Tree, which is essentially the Battle Maison, etc., etc. Every other shop you can find elsewhere, there's nothing to see or do. It's a plain fucking city. And it certainly doesn't feel like in-game territory. You could have shoved this into the first section of the game instead of Motor Scope. What is there here to see? There's barely any fucking people here as well. Not that you'd be able to tell even if they were. They'd just pop up fucking a couple meters ahead of you, much like every other area in the fucking game. I'm sick of it. Sick of the stream. I would just stop here. I really would. But even now, right at the last city, there's still more to talk about. For instance, my Pokemon called Pokerus. What the hell? If you don't know what Pokerus is, it's essentially a Pokemon virus that allows Pokemon to grow more quickly than normal. Or as you Pokemon fan dudes and dudettes out there would say, gain EVs at an accelerated rate. The chance of one of your Pokemon becoming afflicted with Pokerus after a battle is around 1 in 20,845. For reference, finding a shiny Pokemon is something like 1 in 4,000. To be honest, I'd rather have a shiny. With all the vitamins you can pump into your Pokemon nowadays, who the hell needs Pokerus? Anyway, I need some more Pokemon. If you might have gone to live on a farm, it will be much happier. So it's up to the final places I haven't encountered a wild Pokemon yet. First up, Route 6. Oh. That's the most Dingusted thing I ever seen. I decided to use some candies to make Comey Dingusted evolve. Comey's great, and hopefully Dingusted turns out a little better than he does now. Like a peeking out of an anus. Lastly, there was this giant Bronzong I found, which I called Beefy Rolling. And that's it, my wild team, all ready for the Elite Four. If there is an Elite Four, I haven't heard a hide nor hair of any sort of final group, and all the other gym leaders not on the league challenge are plot-wise smaller and weaker than the ones I've already fought. I suppose there's the other gym challenges. The only ones who've made it as far are Hop and Hard. Well, we'll have to see, I guess. It's Sun and Moon had the Elite Four, and they didn't have a proper gym challenge. Anyway, we've got Comb, the Center Scorch, Dingustin, the shit coming out of the butthole, Thinky, the Stunfish, Chumley, the Barbarical, Pistachio, the Scary Gorilla, and Abomination, the Abomination. We're all sick, let's head on in. Thought I could buy soda seeing as you're vending machine. Through Pokemon fashion, you still can't buy multiple of these things at once. It takes like 10 seconds to get a single one. Also, at this point in the game, my Pokemon have far too much HP for me to actually be using Lemonade. It makes me wonder if there was a vending machine in a previous, earlier account I could use. I didn't see any Moo Moo Milk sellers either, I just realized, but that's probably because Miltank isn't coded into the game. So it looks like there's 8 challenges. If this challenge on the wall is anything to go by, and judging by what I said before, yep, we're up against Marnie. She gets a remix of her theme for this fight, which is nice. However, her team is pretty weak as always. She uses a gigantic Snow as her final Pokemon, which is pretty cool. I really like its design, but it's
there you go, everyone.
Which I'm
Bye.
guessing is just like a special Z Dynamax move thing.